Is this still testing or is this actually?
We're both.
Well, I think the first 100 episodes are going to be testing now.
Yeah, I think so.
I've just been stretching. It's fine. This is how I normally am.
This is the raw, unedited Emmy Hucker, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Should
we do like an intro?
We don't have a rap.
What's up, guys?
Do we have the rap intro yet?
We don't have the rap intro.
Okay.
Should I just be like, hello everybody, welcome to the what's it called? Is it Bokeh and Beyond, or would you do the
Behind the Bokeh?
Behind the Bokeh? Which one was it?
Beyond the Bokeh.
We're gonna try Bokeh and Beyond.
Bokeh and Beyond?
Because we go beyond Bokeh and stuff.
Alright.
That's nice.
Meaning, right?
Alright. Wait, let me try my podcast
This looks
voice.
so nice.
Do we need to clap to sync?
Oh yeah. True.
Oh wait, no. We're beyond that because we've got one audio source.
Yeah, true.
Oh, wait,
but we need to
Oh,
sync with
true.
the camera.
Okay,
Yeah,
that was well
alright.
done.
We need a clap.
Okay,
I
I'm
hear
sorry.
some popping. Can you hear that?
I hear popping too.
Alright, who's making popcorn?
Whose one is that?
Oh wait, it's gone.
It's probably my one.
Magic. It's gone.
Wait, no one say anything? Okay.
Yeah, it's gone.
Emmy, say something.
Something.
We're good?
So
We're good?
clever.
Alright.
I think we're good.
Alright, so don't look at me like that. Welcome back to the Bokeh and Beyond podcast. This is just our first/second podcast. We're not sure if we're going to launch the first one that we actually...
Depending on how many we delete, yeah.
Yeah, how many delete. This might not even make it. We're not sure yet. But
Might not make the cut.
so if everyone wants to just go around and say their names so everyone knows who we have on the podcast today.
My name is Emmy.
Last name?
Emmy Hucker.
I'm sorry. That's just your whole personality though, you know?
Yeah, I am just Emmy. Just only Emmy.
My name is Charlie Higgison.
And my name is Kei Ellis.
Copycat.
Like the James Bond style intro. Very nice.
Well, hello, Mr. Bond.
It's Ellis. Kei Ellis.
Doesn't sound no ways.
I don't think Ellis is as threatening as Bond.
Yeah. Ellis is like a straight color business name.
Ellis is one step away from Karen, I think. Well, this is very exciting. This whole setup is very exciting. We can see ourselves in the monitor. We've got some cool lights going on.
Yeah.
My studio's looking pretty pimped out, if I don't say so myself.
Definitely.
Looking pretty beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, you guys too.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. It's also very exciting because this is the first time Emmy and Kai have met.
I know.
Ever, literally 10 minutes ago. So this is a great way. Imagine your first encounter with someone is through a podcast.
That has happened before.
Right. Yeah. This is very genuine getting to know someone,
Yeah.
Wait, when did that happen before?
A few years ago. You were there as
Oh,
well.
I was there. Right. That was down Wellington. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Staying Up Late podcast.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's true. But we yarn for a bit before that at least.
Yeah.
You guys straight into it.
Straight into it. Bam.
Yeah.
We're professionals.
Yeah, no messing around here.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I'm very curious. So for both of you, what was the first thing you remember creating? Because it doesn't have to have Bokeh in it necessarily, because we don't have Bokeh in our stuff till we're pros.
I do love Bokeh though.
Yeah.
Bokeh,
Did you have
Bokeh's
Bokeh?
very...
I just put things out of focus on purpose for B-roll. No.
Oh, sure, it's on purpose. Sure.
Yeah, don't tell anyone. Yeah, but I just love seeing the balls of light, especially cars.
Wait, do you describe it as balls too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
The way Kai describes it is
like Bokeh balls. And
it's
call them
Big balls.
Bokeh balls.
Yeah, Bokeh balls. And then
Bokeh balls. Very nice.
So I guess I never really think of any other shape. Even though pretty much
There's it's not a ball. I don't know, hexagon, because it depends on the aperture blades and the camera.
Yeah.
So some aperture blades have 8 or 7 blades. Some have 11, I think.
Yeah.
And so there'll be the different lines on the edges.
I think 11 is when you get those nice creamy balls, and then those nice.
You didn't need to say creamy. The creamy was too much.
Okay.
Nice creamy spheres.
I do like my balls well dipped in cream.
Oh
my god. Okay.
Yeah, go.
But and then 8 is probably you can start to see that edging, and then I'm not sure how low it goes. How low it would go. Probably 6. I would imagine would be pushing it.
I would say you're right. Otherwise, you get to a square if you go.
What about a triangle? Is that
Ooh.
possible?
I've never seen that. We should really fact check this then.
Yeah.
We should like.
Yeah, you should know everything about bokeh.
We should
It's
say.
a podcast name.
Should they pull it up, Jamie, and we'll get some. Photos. Yeah. So obviously we didn't have bokeh in our very first photos or videos we took.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I know you guys.
Actually, no. I think in my first photo I took, like in terms of like photography photo, the first photo I took was like.
Wait, are you calling iPhone photographers not real photographers? Whoa.
I'm sorry to break it to you guys.
Whoa.
No. But it was like when I still had like, it was one of those like travel point and shoot cameras, you know?
Right.
Yeah. So it was like one of those, but I got really close to like a little what do you call this thing? Dandelion, you know?
Okay.
So
yeah.
technically I had bokeh in the background just because I was close.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Nice. I guess
Yeah.
any depth of field has bokeh in it.
Yeah. True.
Because bokeh is not necessarily light. It's just any background that's textured and you can
Yeah.
see the
Like the whatchamacallit. I'm getting a call.
Put them on. Yes.
Hello, what's your question?
But yeah, so I guess yeah. My first video is definitely not, but first photo.
Okay.
Like yeah.
Impressive. Yeah, nice. Okay, so what was your kind of first thing you created then? Whether it had bokeh in it or not? What would you say like, you know, is that first like, I don't know. If you call yourself a creator or a creative, what was the first thing that would fall in that kind of category of creating things?
I told you this one already. So it was a very cringe YouTube video where it was a voiceover. So I had like at the time I just had like a little flip cam, you know those things, those little camcorders. So I was running around with one of those, and I thought I was like, bro, I thought I was the shit with that. But like, and then so I was running around with one of those, and I made a voiceover. And I just gained like random footage that didn't really go with the voiceover. Like it was kind of like some shots of like a tree or like a car, not really relating to anything I was saying. And I was talking, and I talked in like a really serious voice, and I tried to make my voice deep at the time because I thought that would make me seem manly. Like on my YouTube channel, I was like, oh yeah, people will think I'm like grown up. So then, so I talked in a really deep voice, and I was like, hold on,
Wait, go real close.
You edit the sound in post, you make it way deeper.
Very often in our life. I was like, very often in our life, we spend a lot of time on devices like phones.
Wow.
And it was so bad. And then I was like,
specifying phones.
yeah,
as devices.
I had to specify the phone, or else, you know, no one would know what I'm talking about.
So fridge screen.
Gets me all the time. Just spend hours like getting more ice. But yeah, and then I made that, and then I was like, at the end, I was like, just take like 5 minutes every day to, you know, just look around you and appreciate the beauty of life.
I'm sorry.
No,
it was so bad.
I mean, it's good advice, but it's just, you know.
In the way, it was like, it could be good advice, but not in the way I delivered it.
Sure. What did you do? Like, what was the video of? What was the content of the video?
I remember I just got like a banger shot. I actually got a decent shot where I made it into like a transition by accident. So, so it was like, you couldn't tell it was my bathroom window, but it was my bathroom window and it was open. And basically, like, I got the camera, and since it was like it was digitally stabilized, so I was able to like get a little bit of a steady shot, and I like went like through the window, and then it like went out under the car, you know. So it was like, it looked like it was like you like flying through the window, and that was like the only shot that I could say that it was like a decent shot.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, it still had no like, it didn't relate to what I was saying, like. Like, it was just like went onto like our car with our number plate and everything. Yeah.
You didn't take that down.
No.
Unless you sold that car.
Yeah. And then and then I had some like bamboo, some random shots of bamboo, and I had the letterbox as well. So if they saw like,
oh god,
I think I had like everything. I think I had our street name and the letterbox.
Oh my gosh.
They really saw everything.
my credit card.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was just unaware of like, you know, I probably shouldn't show that stuff. But yeah, so that was funny. And then I got some shots. I went to school. This is my first year of high school. Second year of high school overall. So, yeah. What am I trying to say? So it was my second year of high school, but it was my first year there. You know what I'm saying? So everyone else had been there already for a year, but I joined a year late. So then I went in and I didn't know many people. Like I was still trying to find like who I could fit in with, and then I just like showed up to school with a little camcorder and like started asking people I could get like videos of them. Can I film you? yeah. I just go up and I'd be like, oh, hey bro, can I film you real quick? Just for a project. Like most people said no, but a couple said yes, and then so I got like some random ass videos of people and like on their phone or just walking, and then I was like, oh yeah, and it had like the school emblem and everything in it.
Oh no.
So did you explain like what it was for?
Nah. I just said it's for a project, and they were just like, oh, okay. Yeah.
That's for my private project.
Yeah. My OnlyFans account.
OnlyFans.
No.
And you were what, 14? Come on.
Imagine if you were 26. Can I film you?
Oh man, all about context.
And then the first line was, "You live in a society."
Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh, that's a beautiful first piece of content. I must say, like breaking down boundaries. You know.
Yeah.
First piece of content, for sure.
So
maybe boundaries that would have been good to stay out, but
definitely.
Yeah, just retract those. But I have to say, you said that you collected a bunch of footage that seemed irrelevant to what you were talking about, but actually, that's really popular now.
Like,
have you seen on YouTube? Like all these people, they're like, I don't want to name names, but they. Has my mic gone out?
No, you keep going.
Okay. Doesn't matter. What I'm saying is not important. You can just blur it out.
No, yeah. Is that constant?
All the time. I only have 2 brain cells. So.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I mean, I would see like 8,000 people who disagree with that, but you know.
Not even that many. So stop guessing me up.
Okay.
One day. I guess.
Yeah.
It sounds really shit. Oh.
You seem to be close to the microphone.
You just need to get closer.
I'm just really awkwardly trying to find a spot for mine
Because
I've got no like little nook on my legs on the
Sorry. Oh, it's on -10. Hold on.
No, that's good. Put it down. You're gonna blast us if you don't. Because Kai's mic can't go high.
Yeah, mine's the beta mic.
So mine is on -10 as well.
But yours looks cooler.
Yeah, that's what matters in the end.
It looks cooler.
The only proper studio mic. That's from the gimbals, the Ronin gimbals.
Oh, okay, nice.
Little tripod. So.
Yeah, we have like 10 because we're rich and we can just buy that many, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah. Wow.
We compare them and make videos of comparing them, but don't even need to release them.
Yeah.
Fun, you know?
Just enjoy it.
Yeah. Because we like enjoy looking at gear rather than actually using gear to make cool
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
That's basically what we do.
Like sometimes I'll just like set up, I'll like buy like red cameras and I'll just like put them on the wall. Yeah.
Post them on Instagram.
Exactly. So Emmy, what about something you created early on, like your very first creation, if you will?
Well, the first thing I did, I think I was 10 or 11 years old, and it was a fake movie trailer. And I just did a bunch of those because I think it was a school project or something, and I was learning how to use iMovie. And then, yeah, they had all those movie templates. And then I started from there, and then I started doing skits just by myself, but I was talking to myself, but I cut it. Basically the same as classic YouTube stuff. And then I kind of kept doing that. Kept doing it. Now,
nice.
Yeah, gone back to it. Except now, just bought some wigs recently, so I can differentiate the characters a bit more.
Oh wow! Is that for this new mysterious series that you're working on?
Mysterious series, yes.
Okay, please don't self-promote our podcast.
Okay.
Kidding.
Follow me on YouTube.
Emmy Hucker.
Hucker on YouTube and Instagram.
Wow. So that was your first, you would say, your filmmaking or photography experience.
Yes.
Wow.
Wait, just to check, did we all start on iMovie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Windows Movie Maker.
Actually, no. I started. So my very first piece of content would have been like little stop motions. So my very first editing, the way I edited was I'd shoot on a little camera, and the way to edit was just flick through the photos on the camera, and it would play the stop motion.
Right.
So my first way of editing wasn't even editing; it was just looking through the photos.
So it's like taking like a time lapse shot, but just taking the photos.
And then just flipping through. Yeah.
Oh, that's actually.
How did you export it? Did you just record the
I never
screen of
did.
your camera?
I just whenever I wanted to look at it, I looked on the camera.
Wow, I did such a good job.
Yeah. I mean, each stop motion, there was such a low frame rate that I had like 40 photos for each first film.
Wow.
So
how many frames per second?
It would have been like 2. Yeah. But the first one I remember was with my brother, and we made this paper mache mountain, which is pretty cool. At the time, it looked massive. It had like hills and rolling things, and we got little Lego clones and would like animate them walking around it and then get ambushed by droids. You know, it was the best. But that was very early on. So I'd say like my first like more like adequately produced little stop motion film would have been like when I was about 10 probably. And I used the Stop Motion Studio Pro app. And you could like at first you could edit within that. Then I realized that was pretty shit, so I moved to iMovie. So
right.
Yeah, iMovie.
Well, if you realize something's shit and then you upgrade to iMovie,
no, that's some truth right there.
Yeah.
And now we're all on Premiere. Well, no.
No, I use DaVinci Resolve and it's really good.
I know. I just want to call you out on that. No.
Wait, we can get maybe. We were talking about the sponsors yesterday. That got great.
DaVinci or Premiere if you want to.
Yeah.
Or Adobe, sorry.
And what was it? There was the one to share. Filmora.
Filmora.
We were trying to get
So Kai used to use Filmora.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I don't use. Wait, for Filmora sponsoring purposes, I use Filmora.
We actually use every editing program and every camera there is.
Exactly.
We love all brands.
Yeah. And we all love them the most, but same at the same time.
Exactly.
I love Sony Vegas. I love HitFilm.
Yeah.
I love Filmora. I love Premiere Pro.
I love VideoPad, video editor. I used that for a while actually.
Really?
But VideoPad was decent.
I used to use Lightworks. Did anyone ever use that?
It's
actually good. Yeah.
True.
It taught me how to use keyframes and everything.
Really?
Even though it's really ugly, but it was the beginnings of everything.
Yeah.
So it had keyframes and like relatively
everything.
advanced effects.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
nice.
yeah, they said, oh, this is used in advanced Hollywood production. So I thought, I need that.
Right.
To make skits.
No, also Shotcut's another cool short.
Shotcut. I went from Shotcut to Shotcut. Another one. I want to say DaVinci. But it was like another one of those free editing softwares. And then I went Filmora.
Desktop ones.
Yeah. And then Filmora Pro. And now I'm on Premiere. I went I jumped around a lot. Yeah.
Because people always ask me like, so what's a good free editing software? And I actually hate that question because I don't know what to recommend.
Right. I don't think you can't get a free editing software that doesn't put a watermark on your work. Yeah.
You can get, they're pretty real basic though.
Real basic. Yeah. But if you want to do like anything where you want to do like color grading or like anything that you just want more like control over, you just have to pay. Yeah. Like the Filmora is like cheap. It's like $100 and something like for the year. It's like quite cheap. Yeah.
That's decent.
Yeah.
Well, actually, with DaVinci Resolve, sorry to plug them, I'm not even affiliated with them, but you can color grade and you can do everything with it. Yeah. But you can get a lifetime license for, I think it's 575 New Zealand dollars. I haven't bought it yet because I haven't. Every time I hover over an effect, I'm like, I don't really need that. Right. It comes up with a watermark.
What do you actually get then, other than like, because you get like collaboration abilities, right?
Yeah, and you can also edit 10-bit stuff. Also, my camera can do 10-bit because I used to think I couldn't, but now I can. So.
True. Yeah, you'd always be like, Charlie, don't shoot in C-Log. I need 8-bit video.
Don't shoot fucking C-Log.
But you'll crash on me.
I just swear. It's not very ladylike.
Yeah, we don't. You
don't have any sponsors though. Sorry.
No, and we don't have any listeners. So.
Yeah, we don't have any listeners, but also like family friendly if the family doesn't mind swearing.
Exactly.
This is very family friendly to my family who swear a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll try to limit the expletives.
I swore quite a lot yesterday, even though we probably aren't going to release that one. I felt like I swore like more than usual. I was like,
because it's sort of a crutch that you rely on when you don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Try and be like, attention grabbing or like, so we have nothing to say really. Is that the takeaway from that?
We should try come up with words that aren't swear words.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've totally flipped my perspective.
Far out.
Have you guys seen? Have you seen that show? Far out.
Far out.
Oh, fart.
Fraternity. That's not a word.
Have you guys seen the show? What is it? The Good Place.
No, I haven't.
It's about like it's like an afterlife place. It's a record comedy. And they use the word fork instead of the F word because they can't use it. They physically can't use it up there.
Really?
Right.
Yeah. In heaven.
In heaven, yeah. It's the good place after all.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Now my good place is here.
But doesn't it just count as
got the red light on you as well?
My posture is so bad.
I'm just like casually leaning so my mic doesn't fall off here. So just so you know, I don't usually try and look this cool.
Yeah, and I'm like leaning into my mic on the table. We're both like, it look like we're trying to look cool, just like
we really need to get like a proper.
This
table.
is the thumbnail. Yeah, listeners won't be able to see any of this. We're being so inconsiderate.
True.
Or people that are blind.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's not forget about our blind audience.
We need to hire a live. What do you call those people? There's like we need to hire someone to just. No, that's not for blind people.
I mean deaf people. Sorry, I have a train of thought that just goes ahead and I don't explain what I'm thinking.
No, but we can like add the voice that just like literally does, explains everything that we do.
Right.
So like, yeah.
They are now putting their feet on the table.
yeah.
They are now looking stupid. Consistently.
Emmy has the devil's light on her face.
Yes.
I've got some blue on me. Oh, the blue's up top, so it's a bit less prominent, but I've still got that.
I got that 50-50.
Okay.
Yeah, you've got that perfect lighting.
Yeah, I will say. We're just really orgasming over this image right now.
Is
that a word, by the way?
Orgasmic.
Climaxing.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah. It's a very orgasmic image. I agree.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, thanks for that word.
Yeah.
It's not family friendly anymore, is it?
No, it really isn't. For any family, I hope.
Yeah. If any family's watching this, gonna have to explain something to the kids.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was wondering, guys. Do we have any questions between you two that you want to ask each other? Considering it's the first time you've met, and like you've both known me for a while, and like I probably told you both a lot about each other. And like we've talked a lot about creative stuff.
You've been shit talking us fine.
No, it all comes out now.
Bro, fucking Emmy the other day.
So fucking late. Oh my god.
Actually though.
I actually am. It wasn't my fault this time, but
okay. It's never your fault, is it?
Yeah, bro.
Nothing's ever my fault. I absolve myself of all responsibility.
She does just like sit in her room fucking recording herself.
I know, to weird fans.
Yeah, is there anything you want to like ask about each other's like creative pursuits, I guess? Because you know a bit, but not much. You know what I'm saying?
I know like you most, like anything I do know of, anything I do know about you is through your YouTube channel. Watch a couple of your videos.
Oh god.
Like what got you like into like making YouTube videos?
Well, I like attention and I'm noisy and I also like using cameras, but I don't always have people to film, so I just sort of resorted to myself. And then I started developing presentation skills, which have not been shining today at all, but just practicing talking and being confident on camera and stuff. So I just thought I might as well share my ideas with the world and stuff.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Anyway, I know you're more into the creative sort of hands-on freelancing side. So when did you actually start thinking seriously, I want to do this?
Like in terms of thinking seriously in like when I was like...
When did you start thinking seriously?
That date is still to come. But like there was a stage where I was like, I want to do like filmmaking and photography, but I was like, oh yeah, I'll just do it. And it was in the mindset of, I'm just going to do this as a fun thing. And I'd say that was about 2 years ago when I was like, yeah, I'm going to be doing this in the future. But I never thought about it being any paid work. Actually, at that time, I had a couple of videos on YouTube. So I was thinking, bro, I'm going to become a YouTuber. I'm going to be like one of those guys that just like makes a living off YouTube. That did not happen. Yeah. And I went through a stage. I went through like a vlogging stage where I like had... I think I only like released like 15 vlogs, and then
that's a lot.
Now they're all gone. I deleted them.
Not even privated, just
and it's like released them, and I was proud of them too. Like I look back on them and I was cringing so hard. I was like, no. And then I went through that stage where that was just like me having fun. I was just enjoying what I was doing, and then I had my sister come to me, and she was like, she was working with another lady, and and then she had like her little business. So then my sister was like, they had like a farmer's market, so could you come along and take some photos and she'll pay you? And I was like, bro, like,
money.
Wait, I can get paid for that? Yeah, I was like I know I could get paid, but I never thought like that seriously about getting paid. I wasn't really like reaching out at that point to anyone. Right. So I was like, yeah, I could get paid. Like this will be like my first paid job. And then that job I fumbled at so hard. That was like the worst job I ever did.
Oh,
like I didn't have a contract. There was no contract that was signed. That we wrote.
Well, it's your first gig, like.
Yeah, like.
Bro, I still don't sign contracts 4 years in.
But there was no like agreement before I started. Like,
okay.
There was not even like a contract. There's just no like agreement to what I'd do, where I'd stop, like how many photos she'll get, or how long of a video. Right. And there was no like I wrote like a really bad like script that had things missing, and in my mindset was, since she runs a business, I'll give her the script and then she can just like talk. But like that didn't happen. And then like I took videos for it, and like the video, I didn't realize that I was left it in like the wrong white balance, so it was all blue. And it was so everything, I fumbled that so hard. In the end, I gave her like a couple of photos, and it was like I got like paid like $200 for that. Which was no wait, did I? Right. I think it was 100 or 200, which was like for the amount of work I did. That was like, bro, I would have paid me like $20. So, and I felt bad after that, because like at that point I was still like, I just didn't know what I was doing. But at the same time, when I was talking to her, I wanted to like seem like I knew what I was doing. So I was like, I was like acting as if I knew what I was doing. So I think I kind of fooled her in that way of
Gotcha.
like in me just wanting to be like, not wanting her to be like, this kid does know what he's doing, you know? So But yeah, so that was like my first job that I did. And then from there I was like, if she's willing to pay me, which I mean, I'm not sure if she actually was. I think she just had to.
She felt bad.
Yeah. But then I was like, I can make this like kind of like a job in the future. And since I like doing it, I'm just going to, do this in the future. And then I did like a couple of jobs. I did some jobs for my rugby, past rugby coach. And I did some jobs with him, and that was while I was still in school. And then beginning of this year, I was like, eventually I want to take this out of school. And I was thinking like year 12, maybe I'll move out of school with this. And then after halfway through the first term, I was like, bro, fuck school.
I've had enough. It won't teach you how to.
And I took a photography class, and I was like, this will help like sharpen my skills, bro. That didn't help.
I know, same.
It's the worst.
It's
like
terrible. Here's a concept. How do you show depression?
And it's like best.
I'm curious, because I never went to school. I never had to sit through a photography class.
I can tell now. I'm joking.
No. What a.
Hello, Charlie.
Well. I'm curious, like, what didn't you like about it, like, specifically? Like, how does it not work for you? How does it not work for people who actually want to take it seriously rather than just like an interest subject, Right,
like, in the photography class, like, first of all, the first thing that I had a problem with, we were going through a lot of technical stuff, and that's, in my opinion, that's not the way to learn photography. Like, if you want to actually learn how to do photography, the best way to do it is just go out and literally just start taking photos. And like get a camera, get a basic camera, go around, start taking photos, like look at what other people are doing, because they've already got the experience, and then you can ask them questions. Like I had someone who was just I knew in person, and they'd been doing photography for quite a few years, so I could go to them and ask them questions, and like 20 minutes with them was more helpful than like weeks of doing the photography class, because the photography class was like showing us pictures, and then it was like what do you think the artist was trying to portray in this photo? Right. And it's like, it's kind of helpful to point out those things, but definitely not in the beginning, I think.
We stopped recording.
Damn.
No. Is audio still going?
Yeah, audio still
going strong.
We can just have just animate little stop motion things.
That doesn't take time.
Or we can take there's another podcast, whenever someone's camera cuts out, they have like a really weird photo of them that they just place over
yeah. I'm just gonna move my position a little bit.
Yeah, so whoever was talking in that time, we just like put a photo of them.
That's so cool.
But I've known people who have definitely like taken those classes, and they're like, so like interpreting the can tell I didn't take them.
Interpretive.
I like interpreting the
Why are you not facing?
I was gonna say you
because I want to like lean into the.
You want to lean into it.
Just want to be so close to everybody.
Oh my gosh.
We're all friends here.
We're all friends in this little cult.
Okay.
Anyway, back to technicalities.
Too far, guys. No. But they don't have the technical skill or the practical skill to take it.
Yeah, like. I didn't ever. People ask like, did you study photography? And like, I never even like how I learned was I went out, and when I didn't know how to do something, I'd go on YouTube and I'd look up how to do it.
Yeah.
And then someone who already knew how to do it through experience could like tell me how to do it. And then I could be like, oh yeah, like easy learning.
Sorry.
What is going on, you fidgety?
He's fidgety now, huh?
Wow. I'm just kidding. I just never knew how to sit still.
I didn't know how to do that.
That was another thing. Like I have like borderline ADHD. Like if I'm not
Same.
like like if I'm not doing something that is really interesting, like I can sit and I can edit for like 2 hours and I won't be like too fidgety. But like if I'm doing maths, bro, like there's no chance I'm sitting still. Like either I'm like talking to someone else or I'm fidgeting like a lot. And all the teachers hated that, and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna listen to you. I'm just gonna do my own thing.
Yeah, bro. I mean, like you can't be like, you know, a nice good girl who sits in the front and does the color. Like, not everyone's like that.
Yeah,
you know? Like,
yeah.
Some people want to go play rugby.
Yeah, and I was like literally, whenever the bell went anytime, like I was relieved because I was like, either it was like, oh yeah, I'm done, bro. I can get like a little bit further to getting home or just like getting into lunchtime.
And like, freedom.
Yeah, I was so like, it sounds like I'm over exaggerating, but literally, like I felt so like depressed in school. Just because how like it didn't suit me at all, and I couldn't do anything I wanted basically in school.
Well, that's like a big part of it. It's so individual.
Yeah.
Like I definitely know people who suit school so well.
Definitely,
they get a lot from it, and they thrive in that environment, and it's brought a lot of value to their life and opportunities. You know.
Yeah. And that's why people there's like, I say like, because a lot of friends ask me, oh yeah, you think I should leave school? I'm like, well, you know, you need to ask yourself.
Not you.
Yeah, like there's some people.
Stay.
There's like, I think there's 3 types of people. There's people that can leave school and be successful. There's people that when they like need school to push them forward because they don't have that personal kind of drive. If they like went home, then they just wouldn't have that, you know, drive to actually do anything. So they kind of need school for that reason. And then there's the people that just like school and they do good in school, and that's you know, school is their thing. Right. So it's like you kind of need to be honest with yourself, which can be hard sometimes, and just like ask yourself like, what, you know, which one am I? If you're the other two, I feel like you won't have a problem with being honest with yourself. But if you're like the person that needs someone else to push you along, like if you're gonna think of moving out of school, you should get someone out of school that can push you along and make sure that you're not just gonna slack off. Yeah, even I slacked off quite a bit after school. Like I left school, and I was like on YouTube for like 3 hours a day at one point, and I was like, yeah, that was like really being lazy for me. But then I started picking myself up because that lasted for about, I don't know, like 4 days, and then I was like, bro.
Oh, that's really short.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
But even though it's like,
your idea of like slacking is like so not slacking.
I slacked off for a whole year. Probably this whole year too.
But yeah, I guess.
But I was like, I guess I'm like very critical. Critical. What word am I looking for? I like criticize myself.
Self-critical.
Yeah. Because like after that 4 days, I was like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Like in my head, I was like, is this really like how useless you are? Like you just kind of like gonna sit around.
After 4 days only.
Yeah, I'm very like, if I don't do something for a day, especially like with working out, if I don't work out in one day, then if I don't have like a good excuse, like if I'm not with Charlie having fun, and it's not a good excuse, then I feel like I'm like, oh, like bro, like.
Internal David Goggins is just like,
I'm appreciative that I'm one of the few excuses you're okay with.
Yeah, because like at least with you, like I know that I'm bettering myself in like another way. Being with you like is like pushing my creative like juices.
Whoa. Okay.
That's the only thing I've heard it being referred to.
Yeah,
but like if I'm like at home all day and I'm not really doing anything at home, and I like don't go to the gym or don't, you know, do something physical, then I'll feel like at the end of the day, I'll feel like really shit with myself.
Yeah.
It makes it so hard to go to sleep because you feel like, I can't go to sleep. I can't let the day go by because I just wasted it.
Yeah, right. Definitely.
Definitely does, eh? Well, it's good that you have the ability to call yourself out on it, you know? Like some people don't have that.
Yeah.
And it's interesting, like it's something that Gary Vee talks about is like some people are just have like are naturally oriented towards different things, you know? Like some people are entrepreneurial.
Is someone calling you?
Oh no,
Bro, this guy's phone's just blowing up,
No,
man.
someone's playing music.
Mr.
all these
Popular.
hoes.
Sorry, continue.
All the hoes in the DMs.
You're gonna get cancelled for being misogynistic.
all the models trying to hit him up after the shoot.
They're all the hoes, but it's just the boys.
All these himbos and bimbos. Equality.
What's
Continue.
it? Oh, wait,
No, that's-
there's just a meme.
I can't continue after that. No, go on.
It
Yeah.
was Gordon Ramsay isn't racist. He's just as mean to every race.
He's equally horrible.
Yeah.
I think that's the best.
Yeah.
If you need to take that though, bro, that's okay. You know.
Oh no, I was just turning you guys down.
Oh.
Because I have this little switch here, so like I can just do that, and then I can't hear you guys as well.
I don't think that's how it works, bro.
No, like the thing.
Oh.
Yeah, like
Oh,
on
true.
the thing, yeah. And then
That'll
I just,
turn you
like,
down.
button.
It'll turn you down as well.
Hmm?
It'll turn you down as well.
Yeah, I can't hear myself either.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
There's often times when I can't hear myself. There's just a lot going on up there.
Yeah.
Just can't hear myself.
All those thoughts about peanut butter and creating.
Wow, you've been around for like 5 days and you know it so well. Peanut butter mixes really well with creativity though. You know?
Yeah.
You crunch it. It has to be crunchy.
Sticks it together.
It has to be crunchy though.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Do you eat
crunch
smooth
it.
peanut butter?
Both. I'm actually kind of allergic to peanuts.
Oh,
Wait.
So
so you
I
still.
still eat them. Yeah. I'm not one of those people that needs a.
So
what
how
is
did
it?
you turn out
Is
this way,
it
Emmy?
penicillin or something? Oh well, I was super clean as a child. My mum didn't let me get dirty ever. So I think the only reason I'm not allergic to everything is because my dad said, "I let you eat dirt one day." That's the only reason why.
That sounds like a superhero origin story. Not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
Super
They
clean
eat
girl.
dirt.
I look so ratty today, but whatever.
What?
No.
I'm sitting like this. I don't know why. But if I sit like this, I'm not close to the microphone.
You could,
Just like do the cool lean in. Like we all do the one shoulder, one elbow lean in.
Oh, feet.
Might get. What are there's like the people with the feet fetish, you know?
people with feet fetish?
Yeah, with the foot fetishes. So if you keep them covered, then we're safe. But
We
The
don't.
thing is-
If you're a foot fetish, please get out of our audience.
yeah,
Get out.
yeah. Unless you're gonna be like a faithful follower.
Oh,
you
yeah.
Say that.
No, if you're a serial killer, we still want you to listen.
Yeah.
We want them to listen.
You know, as long as you don't kill us, it's fine. Yeah.
Right. Well, they're a serial killer, so 2 or 3 might not be enough for them. You know.
Yeah,
They might
yeah,
be
true.
more, so we should be okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
We can volunteer our followers.
Exactly.
Uh,
Yeah. So.
What?
So-
I had nothing to say when I said sorry just then.
Thanks.
I think this is a really cool way to experiment with the podcast.
Yeah.
Because we get to work out how much we need to plan and how much we don't.
Yeah. There was something else. I had an idea of something I could
Again,
ask.
that's your second idea this week, Kai. Whoa.
Oh my
Second idea?
God,
Dude, come on.
amazing.
You're making us look bad, bro.
I know.
No, remember when you said, is there any questions we could ask, like topics?
Oh, yeah.
And I had something, but now I forgot it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for bringing it up.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
It's good that's something to talk about.
Yeah, definitely helpful.
Yeah.
How did you two meet each other? Like,
This is a weird story.
Oh, that's actually a story worth telling, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you said that we won't tell. I'm like, wait, what happened?
Oh, no.
Bitch.
Well, the first time we met, first time we talked ever was on Instagram.
Yeah.
We talked for a while. It was it was you were the person.
Was it like a slide into DMs, or was it like a
No,
was it like a
no.
creative?
No.
I
It
just
was-
had to
it
check.
was-
Just had to
The
check.
younger brother of one of my friends. Actually,
Yeah,
Right.
but
friends with your sister.
that wasn't the reason that.
It wasn't.
No, I remember thinking yo, this girl's into politics and philosophy and has some real intellectual videos.
Not anymore.
And I was
I
like-
hate that stuff. So
And,
much.
right, but that was at the stage when I was real interested.
Brain.
I was listening to Dave Rubin podcast
Yeah.
and Ben Shapiro and not necessarily conservative, but just listen to a bunch of real political stuff and social stuff.
Turn the bloody music off.
No, we're recording a podcast. It's very important.
We'll have to get really close to drown them out.
I don't have a problem with that.
I swear this is an ASMR.
Yeah. Okay. Continue your story.
No, so I was just thinking this is someone who'd be cool to talk to, and I think I remember replying to some stories and being like,
Yeah.
"Hey, I agree with this point in your video."
You're like, that's a really good point about personal responsibility, and then
Yeah.
you post something about cameras or stop motion or
Right,
something, and I'll
right.
be like, wow, that's so cool.
Right. It was basically each other kind of hyping each other up on our political views, and then the camera and tech. Or,
Yeah. Like, wow,
the
another young
shots.
person that also likes
Right.
videography and politics.
Right. And I'm probably
Not politics, but
well, I was probably a little bit this is a YouTuber, not a filmmaker. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
a little bit, but
Yeah.
no, but
I never thought of myself as a filmmaker. When I was younger, I definitely did.
Okay.
Because I think from the age of 14 was when I thought, okay, I definitely want to be a filmmaker, because there's only 7% of the top directors are female, and I thought, oh my god, I have to do something about this.
Right.
But then, I don't know, I just thought I don't really want to be a director.
Okay.
I want to do everything. A long life, why do I have to pick one career for the whole stretch of it?
Right. And why do you have to decide that now as well? Yeah.
What did you say?
Why do you have to decide? Why do you have to decide that now?
Sorry.
Wow.
I knew I would say that. I was
It's been like 3 years and you're still talking down to me now. No, I have a serious problem mumbling, so I'm looking forward to this opportunity to
No, when we
overcome
first
that
met,
on the
you
podcast.
used to mumble so much. I'm
Oh my
mumbling
gosh.
now. But you...
It's infectious.
I always struggled. I thought, okay,
Okay, so
really open my ears.
Tell them when we first met, because that
We met
it must
in
be
the
a challenge.
library. The
Yes, we did.
undisclosed city library.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, we're telling people that we're from.
Don't tell.
We are.
No, I
Oh,
said undisclosed.
You don't want to know.
I don't want people to know.
Oh, kind of.
We don't-
Have you already
we-
removed
No, we
it?
haven't. I mean, we scrapped the last test podcast we did. So
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I don't mind, but
not.
also I've had some creepy experiences.
Okay.
Oh,
true.
right. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Is
So
the- is the-
actually-
is the-
Redacted.
is the
For
city?
the
Is the city?
purposes of this podcast, Emmy just isn't in our town. We
I
actually
just
traveled to
don't-
visit Emmy.
She's in the,
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I live in Barbados.
We just did this whole setup and painted her walls to look like our studio.
yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Fooled him. Nah. So we met and wait. So why did you tell them why we met? Tell
Oh
them.
yeah, well we got tickets to go see Jordan B. Peterson.
Yeah. So here's one of the topics we were talking about in the DMs. You know.
Yeah.
So like that's
Lobsters.
yeah. When I slide in the girls' DMs, I talk about Jordan Peterson and lobsters.
Yeah.
Hey girl,
Well,
you looking like a lobster.
You're looking red and shiny. Ooh.
Y'all seen my animal time?
Let me get a
Crack
taste
your
of them
shell open.
clippers.
Yeah. So that was
Okay.
like a cool connector, and then you got tickets from him himself.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
His wife reached
Yeah,
out,
his wife. Yes. Yeah.
which is basically him. You know.
Yeah.
Power.
They're a unit. Because marriage is a union.
Yeah. So he saw your new videos and he gave you,
Yeah.
which is now deleted, I think.
Yeah, well, I haven't deleted them, but I've privated them.
Okay. See, that's outside Kai. You don't delete
Yeah.
your private.
Wait, I think I saw one that. I'm pretty sure I saw the Jordan.
Oh, you're too late to it, Em. He saw
You
it.
should-
Wait, when did you private them? Because wait, are you sure you privated? Like made them private?
3 weeks ago.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Wait, no, did I even? I'm not sure if I knew your YouTube 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
You did, I think.
I
Did
did?
you?
Not sure.
I followed you on Instagram like a month ago, 2 months ago.
You followed me on Instagram.
Oh,
I didn't even notice.
he's got so many followers, man. He doesn't
It's
notice.
just
Yeah,
in
I'm
the
like,
ocean
oh.
of numbers.
It's just another person following me. Oh.
I do have that problem though, and people not saying I have lots of followers.
Oh.
I
All
don't.
right. All right.
I'm
Calm
just
down.
no. I'm just really bad at checking things. So some of
Oh.
my closest friends I didn't even follow them, and I don't take
Right.
social media seriously
Right.
because I
No.
deleted it for a few months,
Mm.
a few years ago. So after that, I was like, we live in a society where everyone's obsessed with social media. So I just thought, I don't get offended if people don't follow me. I'm not.
We live
You
in
know?
a society
Yeah. But
where
then,
everyone's obsessed with their device, like
Their
a phone.
That's
we need to find that video. Pull it up.
It's gone. I
Pull it up,
deleted
Jamie.
it. It's gone.
What about the Wayback Machine? Can it retrieve it?
Jamie can retrieve it.
Yeah,
he can,
Jamie
he can
can
pull up
pull it up.
anything.
Uh,
Yeah, but no. So we went on a trip to Auckland to this concert. Not the concert. Jordan Peterson running out here. Responsibility.
I just ruined your ears.
instead of the show, am I a man? Oh my god.
Am I a man?
Am I a man or a muppet? Am I a crayfish or a lobster?
I am neither.
It was pretty cool though. Like
Yeah.
we didn't
yeah.
we didn't quite get the full lobster talk. I don't know.
No, we didn't. It's
little
kind of
bit.
weird. Like the first time we sort of meet as friends, and then we're gonna go on a trip together.
Right, we go on like a 3-day trip where we're
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Usually that's difficult to travel with people if you
right.
don't really know them or if you don't like them, and you sort of find out halfway through, I don't like this person.
Also, it could turn out I was a real creepy guy, and like, cause we
Yeah.
stayed in the same room and everything. Like,
Yeah, but you were, I don't know. You're younger than me. I just saw you as
I could put him down.
I used to
hold his head.
I mean, I used to think of you as sort of like a younger brother, but then now you've
Right.
sort of got your own thing going on and you're doing
Oh.
really well, so you're like a cousin.
Right.
Cuz.
I mean, yeah.
I feel like
'Cause
you're
yeah,
my older brother because
Oh.
I'm sort of
No,
not
I
doing,
definitely don't.
I'm doing all right, but I'm not propelling myself forward.
Definitely don't think that though. I don't think that. I know because like I don't because in terms of like the perspective on life, I definitely don't consider myself older because I'm a bit younger than you.
Yeah, you are.
But I definitely
feel
don't.
so old.
Little kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was quite strange, like looking at it objectively. But I think for me, it just felt quite natural. Like
Yeah.
we had like a camera, we were vlogging the entire trip, and it just felt like, yo, fun, new friend,
Just friends.
just vlogging. And so that seems to work quite well. And from then on, I think when you go on a trip with someone as your first way of meeting them, you kind of like you don't need to ease into a friendship after that.
Yeah, no.
It's like
sort of.
you're there
bam.
kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool though.
Mm.
Yeah. Could have gone really badly.
It
Could have gone really badly.
Yeah, it could have.
Yeah.
No, I mean
We
like
got lost on the buses so many times.
right. We kind of did. Like there were things that went wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you ate like they got the worst food and
I got the worst food. Yeah.
like
I nearly
carbs.
I nearly threw up in
Oh,
the
did you?
talk.
Oh.
Yeah, I was panicking so much
I did not know
Because-
that. And
because
you,
the potato that I bought it wasn't even cooked. I think.
really?
So my stomach was just like.
Oh no.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
And I was really nervous because I knew that later on we'd meet him, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna meet my intellectual superstar.
That's a small village.
It's a small village. I'm so embarrassed about that because I was so excited. I mean, I think it's really important to appreciate whatever audience you have. So at the time, because I worked so hard to get some kind of audience and reaching 1,000, it might seem small for people. It seems small for me now, which is just ridiculous because I feel ungrateful. But back then I was so excited, and then I think I had like 1.8 thousand subscribers at the time, but people were more active. And it was more exciting somehow, even though it was smaller than what I have now, which is not that different. But I don't know.
Interesting.
It was,
yeah.
I was so excited about that, and then other people were like, she's proud of 1.8k, but
And it's like,
yeah, it's
that's
a
a
lot.
different
like
thing.
if
It
you
was a
think
lot
about
for
it,
me.
if you think about it, like even if you have like 100 subscribers, that's 100 people that like
I
saw your
know.
content and were like, yo, she's pretty cool, and then like hit the subscribe button
Yeah.
so then they can see more of you.
Yeah.
Like if you think about it, that's like that's pretty.
It's a lot.
Like
yeah.
imagine you're like at say you're like at I don't know, Times Square in New York. I don't know, that's a stupid example. You're in Wellington in the Botanical Gardens, right?
Wow.
A little closer to home. And you just like you do something real cool, like you play an instrument or you like show a video, and then like 1,000 people gather around and watch
That's
you.
a lot.
Yeah,
Imagine that, like,
yeah,
a lot of
imagine.
people.
Because it's numbers on screen, I think we devalue it, eh?
Exactly.
That's so
yeah.
Definitely,
We need
valuable.
to appreciate.
Yeah,
the
and
numbers.
we also have these like fucking crazy YouTubers that have like. There's like PewDiePie with what like 100 million, and then we got like people with like 20 million. So people are like used to seeing those
Right,
real high numbers.
right.
Yeah.
Even
So it's
20,
like-
20 million, like, oh, you knew.
Yeah, it's
like
like 20
20
million, bro.
Only 5 mil.
Right,
Yeah, like
Yeah.
right. Even like there's a New Zealand YouTuber who does like she walked the Te Aroha Trail after doing like the one across America, and she vlogged them all and made awesome films. She has like 40,000 subscribers. She's real
That
cool.
seems way too underrated.
I know, and I was like,
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, I looked at it and I went, oh, only 40,000.
And then you're like, but that's actually a lot.
Like that's really, especially in New Zealand, that's a cool,
Yeah,
cool
yeah.
amount on the channel. Yeah. Yeah, and so so that's what he said when he met you, Jordan Peterson.
Yeah,
He's
it's like that's a small village.
small village. I can't do a Canadian. It's a small village.
Small
That's a small village right there.
Yeah, right here.
No, you shouldn't understate it. That's amazing.
It's incredible. Yeah.
Got to do the hand movements too. It's been a long time.
Yeah, I can't even. Yeah.
I haven't even watched any lectures from him in a while. Maybe I should because I feel like I'm slacking off.
I've run out of content from him. Like
Yeah,
there's
just
nothing
binge
else.
everything.
Yeah.
Then I told Kai he was a podcast, and he's like, "What?"
Yeah, I was like, oh, I need to see this.
The Bible series. I haven't even listened to all of that.
No,
Too exhausting.
I honestly I haven't been to lectures much. Like I haven't gone there. I tend to stick to podcasts because that's like
Yeah.
what I can handle.
Yeah. You're a podcast guy.
I'm a podcast guy. You can tell by this professional podcast.
Hey guys, I'm a podcaster
We're
now.
very podcaster. Yeah. I like the ability to listen to it without watching it.
Yeah.
Sounds dumb.
I know people
Yeah.
that sit and watch 3-hour podcasts. They just sit there and just watch it.
Damn.
I will admit, some Joe Rogan podcasts, it's annoying when you can't see the screen.
True.
When they're bringing up pictures of like demented apes or like churches with windows that have significant meaning behind them or something. I'm sorry. There was one on this.
Window nerd.
There's one on psychedelics. It's talking about a psychedelic church
Ooh.
and how the windows are like real psychedelically influenced drawings on the windows.
Sounds like something from like Far Cry. Wait, you? Oh no, you
I have
probably won't.
not seen that.
You're not a
It's
gamer.
just like it's a video game, but it's like there's this one that it's like the latest one. It's like all about drugs. And it's like
Ooh.
yeah, but it's like these real hallucinogenic drugs, and it's like and it's like a cult that it's like owns this part. It's got heaps of drugs.
I like coke.
Yeah.
Wow.
If I mention the drugs too many times, I'm probably gonna sound too weird.
The drugs.
But the drugs.
Wow.
The drugs.
No, that's cool as. Hey, I think we should wrap this up
Oh yeah.
because
Alright.
we've actually got a shoot to go to.
Yeah, wait,
Oh, yeah.
isn't that late already?
We've got a shoot to shoot.
Damn.
I know, right?
What time is it?
It is 5:17.
Oh, my mum's like, I'll be back at 5. I need to buy a car. Damn.
Does she want to come on the podcast?
Should be like, hello, I am Emmy's mum. Bye.
Yeah. Well, we can help you with that car purchase if you want.
Yeah, you can buy it for me. Thank you. Sponsored
Not
by.
making that much.
Sponsored by.
Filmora, if you get onto us, Filmora.
Filmora.
Yeah.
To Da Vinci. Who has the biggest pockets? Adobe, probably.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Adobe's got.
Adobe.
What was it?
Adobe will sink
Hold on,
your
no.
asses.
You guys need to hear this.
All right,
the net
let's-
worth of Adobe.
Okay, let's end out this podcast on the net worth of Adobe.
Alright. Wait, I need to turn on my mobile data.
Okay, let's pause awkwardly before we end up this
I don't
podcast.
have any mobile data left.
There's Wi-Fi here, you know.
Nah.
Oh, you too bougie.
I need y'all slow ass Wi-Fi.
Your snail ass. I
Oh.
just remembered.
Sorry.
Adobe.
I kind of want one of these little studios, but then I don't really. No, I can't be bothered.
No, I think it's pretty cool. I mean, like it's a good.
I feel like I'd be invading your
Separation.
space though.
Well, you're kind of my studio.
I am in your studio.
Wow. No, but like it's a good mental separation between home and projects or work or creative work. But
Yeah.
it's also practical. Like this is just big enough to shoot in, but it's big enough where it's like still possible, you know, without paying like a ridiculous amount.
Ludicrous amounts.
I know, yeah. It's a good experimentation place.
Yeah.
And I'm in the right place. I can slap paint on the walls and no one cares. So
Yeah, that is so
That's a good thing.
cool. I was surprised when you said that.
right, wait, surprise as in
That you can do anything to it.
yeah. Well, artist studios, man, like they're pretty loose with it, which is cool.
I haven't found any information on how to rent anything for
Alright.
that.
618 billion.
All right, they can sponsor us.
Yes, they can
Adobe
easily.
please buy Emmy Hucker a car.
Please.
All right, thank you for
Alright,
listening.
yeah. Do you want to do this? Sorry, I just like said yeah for no
Oh yeah.
You know what? Kai often says, "All right, yeah." All right,
Yeah, I say that a lot.
He often says, "Oh no, oh yeah."
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
He just said it. All right,
Yeah.
thank you for listening.
My
This
stomach's
is
gonna rumble. Sorry.
the Beyond the Bokeh
Oh
podcast.
wait. Should we just like do? Should we have like a formal sign out? Should we just do like?
What part of this is formal in your mind? I'm sorry, that was real mean. Didn't mean to.
No.
Let
You're
me buy
right,
you a
you're
drink to
right.
make up for that.
Should we just be like?
You can't buy drinks yet.
No, like a hot chocolate.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm a little kid who didn't go to school.
I'll look directly at the
chocolate.
camera. Thank you. Thank you for listening to the behind. Fuck, what is it called? No, Bokeh and Beyond. Thank you for listening to the Bokeh and Beyond podcast.
It's a great outro. Great idea to do an outro.
If you if you're on YouTube, then please subscribe if you want to, and you can like. That just helps with the algorithm. If you're on Spotify, then you can follow us. And if you're on any other sort of podcast platform that we haven't discovered yet, then just do whatever it entails.
If you're listening to this 5 years in the future, please subscribe to the currently used Spotify.
Yeah,
the new
yeah,
Spotify.
the new Spotify. Yeah. Whatever, the Squatify. Yeah.
Your
Featuring
preferred streaming service.
Featuring music from squatters on its homepage.
And do we want to give like
Emmy and you,
do you
Mike?
want to
Yeah.
give like your YouTube in case they want to find you?
Yes, please head on over
If you
to.
want to find Emmy Hucker.
If you want to find me,
This
if
is
you want to
our
hunt me
address.
down, this is my address. This is my credit card info. No, look for Emmy Hucker on any platform. I'll be on Instagram, YouTube, and Ko-fi.com. Oh, getting some money from people.
Hey. And you can find Charlie Higgison nowhere, but you can find runnerfilms.co.nz wherever you have internet.
Oh,
And you can find me on Instagram at kai.ellis. That's KEI.ellis.
oh, that's nice. That's
Thank you.
very professional.
It's behind the Bokeh signing off.
Thank you.
But beyond the Bokeh.
Yeah,
sorry.
Beyond the Bokeh and
We
Beyond.
haven't decided
BB.
yet. Bokeh and Beyond.
Bokeh and Beyond. But
It sounds good, Bokeh. It's
Yeah.
Bokeh signing off.
Yeah,
Balls.
Bokeh.
This is
Bokeh
Bokeh.
signing off.
Good night and
Aye.
big balls.